Hey, what's up guys? So it's Max and we're going to jump right into the war. So this is the team I took. As you can see, Red Hulk, Magneto, and Omega Red. Now first fight's going to be with Red Hulk. I actually throw on a boost. Something I think I need to get better at is when it comes to like actually taking off suicides, and I think one of the first mistakes you're going to see here is this one. But this is a regen boost I take because I know I have suicides on and I know I'm a proc bleed since Red Hulk is not immune, and anytime you hit this girl, she's gonna make you bleed. So just wanted to kind of make sure I didn't die in case I made a mistake. I was hoping not to make a mistake. It should be a pretty easy fight, especially for Red Hulk, but he does so much damage, guys. This is a rank 2. I can't wait. If it's within the cards to kind of make this guy rank 3, I will, but I kind of have eyes on someone else at the moment for a rank 3. So look at that. He's quickly 28 hits and it's a KO right into easy fight, first fight. Now only thing I had was suicides on, and the only boost I used is what you saw there. So we go into the next fight. Now this fight, Elsa, I went in thinking, and this is why I brought Omega Red, it was because of the class advantage. I thought they placed her with suicides on, and I'm thinking, okay, they try to make a trick out of this. You know, if you would go in there, you take so much damage. I was thinking I was going to go with Red Hulk, but turns out she doesn't have suicides on. And I was like, now I got to play around the incinerate, just attack her when it's poison. So this is poison. I'm ready to go. Parry, just a couple of heavies. Definitely want to get as many spores on her to degen as much as I can when it comes to this fight. So pretty straightforward. Don't touch her here. She's incinerated. So I gotta keep telling myself this during the fight. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. I'm actually saying this out loud, and I'm looking at the top right of the screen the entire time. And then I'm like, okay, go to town, get some hits, parries, not worry, and a heavy. Boom. She's melting, and I see my health, which is a little bit low, and I was like, okay, let me get a special 3. Let me finish the fight with, full yellow bar. 100% health. I should be able to get some health back. Perfect. Okay, and then she launches a special one, and guess what? I forget to block. That's what happened. So she definitely brings me down. A bunch of health lost, but I get the full attack bonus achieved. Perfect. Move on to the third fight, guys. So fight number 3, Venom, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, who should I use for this fight? Omega Red. Why? Because he's gonna proc so much health, and I figured my regen is fully off now. It's no longer there. The only boost that I had was the yellow boost that I threw on, but I'm dealing damage and healing at the same time. I'm like, dude, this is a win-win for my Omega Red, especially running suicides at the moment. So the only thing I want to be careful with here, not to proc him to a special 2, because those hurt. Take a lot of block. I would have blocked it. I wouldn't even try to like evade the special 2. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't, but it would have been a full block. But we do believe end up with a full yellow bar on this fight, so we go right into very confident into Domino. And here there was nobody was available from what I saw, so I was like, let me try to take the fight. I'm thinking Magneto. Now you guys let me know. There's 2 mistakes that I did. First, I shouldn't have gone in with suicides. I should have probably boosted all the way, and I'm already talking like you already know what's gonna happen. So let's take a look at the playback. So I'm doing a couple of parries that they're kind of landing. The whole power gain, I'm not used to the fact that she's gaining power on this node. I haven't really taken this fight if I remember correctly, but she's 2 bars of power. She launches special 2. Perfect. What I think I should have been doing, instead of going for the parries and heavies, I should have just gone there for the 5-hit combos, and then just push her to special 2, special 1, whatever it was, and then just gone for the evade or block, whatever I wanted to do at that moment. But I kept going for the parry heavies, and I think that was probably a mistake that I did looking back at it. The other thing that I made a mistake on is here. I should have launched my special 3. Should have tried to get in as much damage as I could have. I had an opening and I didn't take it. Now she's power gaining because of the evade. and she won't launch a special 1. She's got me in the corner. If I would have launched a special 3, she would have been all the way in her corner. Maybe I would have had a chance to, get out of it. But look at that heavy special 2. I think I can evade it, and no, we get a KO. So first KO of this war number 2 for me. So move on. We are like, you know what? We're walking away. We're not even going to see AW for a couple of hours, and someone else takes the fight and they take it down. They take a couple of fights. We come back and we're like, okay, let's get into this fight. Now, I have questions. Please leave it in the comments and let me know what is going on here. So I bring in Omega Red for this fight. That's the stun Majigi timer, right? That's the one where I can't stun him, right? Because it reflects. So here I can stun him. I go for the parries, and here you can see it. I do a parry, I do a heavy, trying to get that DJ going on for max damage. I know I can do another parry, but he gets a special 1, so it kind of throws me off. But what happens there? Why is it completely gone? This, when I was in the fight, and actually you'll see it happen here, kind of somewhere in the middle of this fight, is that I'm thrown off. I'm like completely like, where's the timer? Why did it disappear? I don't know if I can parry him now. If I parry him, I've done this fight before. I've parried him and it reflects, and then next thing you know, that's it. 1 parry, while he has that timer on, stunner thing, I'm dead. So I'm just kind of like hitting into his block, and I even pause the game. I'm like, where is it? Like, why is it gone? And I'm like confused. I'm totally confused. I'm kind of like, why is this happening? I don't think I've done path 9 a couple of times, and I don't remember this happening ever. So I die again. That's 2 deaths so far. And so I just top off Red Hulk, and I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm done. This is going to be easy fight. He's going to be doing all kinds of damage, even inside the block hits. Big red numbers as when it comes to this fight. So again, I see the clock. Perfect. I can parry, do as much damage as I can, evade the special 1. I'm in full control of the fight. One thing I do not realize I'm doing is I'm doing all kinds of damage after the parry. And
you suck!
He gets the KO on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about I believe it's called reflection, stun reflection. It's where basically, when he's parried and whatever damage you do. So I didn't realize this. I think this is my first time realizing. Once you parry and you KO him, you KO yourself. I didn't know that. Lesson learned, big time lesson learned, so not to do that again, especially if I take path 9 again. So second, this is basically my second to last fight. Okay, here we go. Magneto. Actually envisioned this fight in my head. I can go in the parries again, thinking the same thing. I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage. Gotta make sure I do not kill Gilly 29 with a parry and a hit, because I might reflect that. But what I realized halfway through the fight, I'm like, dude, I am not taking no damage from the parries and the damage. So let's take a look here. I think on this one, parry, hit, no damage. Percentage of my health bar did not drop. Here we go again. And then I also realized the stun timer is actually on this fight, where I can actually parry her. And then, there's no issue. One thing I did mess around, I didn't do correctly. I was not trying to make her launch special 1s. What I was really trying to make her do is launch special 2s. But she kept launching that special 1, which kept draining my power. And I'm like, dude, how am I going to finish her? Am I going to be able to finish her with a special 3? Am I even going to get it? There she goes again. But then I realized she's not draining my power. I'm like, dude, Magneto, you're so OP. And then she does an opening, 204,000 crit. A little bit overkill, but we get the KO, and I'm happy. After having that last fight, I go into this fight, and I'm like, okay, let's go. We got a, somewhat healthy Magneto. I don't even top him off, which is another mistake. I should have probably, again, taken my suicides off. This is another reason in this specific fight, where you'll see that, and I'll point that out, where I should have probably launched a special, but I don't because of the fact that I have suicides on. It's not ideal. I'm realizing this is definitely having to have my suicides off, but the problem that I'm having now is coordinating. I don't like to have my suicides off the entire day because I do a lot of arenas. So whenever I get some downtime, I go in there and do arenas. If I'm having to have my suicides off, I hate doing arenas myself. Okay, I just do not like arenas without suicides. So the fact that a W for me might take a while, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing throughout the season. Do I take them off and just do a couple of fights and then keep them off for 24 hours? I'm not sure, but we see here, this is one of the reasons I waited for a special 3. Didn't work out, didn't take advantage of my specials, but we get killed.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Nice. Guys, hope you enjoy. Definitely drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you guys next war.